In this video, I'm going to share with you 6 ways by which you can use ChatGPT to actually become a better data scientist or a better data analyst. At the end of the video, I'm also going to be sharing you some common mistakes that you find with using ChatGPT that you should be very careful about. So follow me. The first thing we want to ask ChatGPT to do for us is to actually basically add comments to our code. I believe that writing clean codes involves or includes putting very detailed comments to your code. Like it is said, first of all, programs need to be written for humans to understand and maybe peradventure for computers to understand. So very important that when you write your code, you want to share with your team, it is very clear for them to understand what exactly has been done in the code. And that brings me to the part of adding comments. In fact, if you're trying to get a job, one thing you will find is the fact that when you submit your take-home assignment, the people who would go through your code need to be able to understand it. And that brings us to the point of being able to write very legible codes. Sometimes you are too fast and you don't do this. We're going to demonstrate this with ChatGPT. So let us go to ChatGPT. ChatGPT 4. There was this YouTube shoe size program that we wrote on this channel some time ago. If you remember, I'm going to put the link to the video here. And I think what we were trying to do with the shoe size app was just to show that we could build, to just showcase ourselves. And in the app, if you remember, there was a comment on the code, a basic comment, but I'm just going to do something a little bit more sophisticated. So now I'm on my GitHub. You can also check the code out on my GitHub. And on GitHub, I want to copy the Streamlit app. And I just want to ask ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, please comment and add proper proper comments to this code. Please add proper comments to this script. And let's see what ChatGPT gives us. Okay, ChatGPT is running. You see now, certainly, see below is a script with added comment to explain what each part does, which is good. Now we have a script compared to what we have before that is a lot more explained and a lot more cleaner. So ChatGPT basically understands that this is a Python file and basically begins to add comment for every line. Pandas for data manipulation and analysis, NumPy, and you see the comment for every line is a lot more clearer, it's a lot more detailed. So anybody who reads this will definitely understand what I have done compared to the way it was before. This is a lot more better and it's faster. So this is one way you can use ChatGPT to make yourself a better data analyst, because if you can write clean codes, I tell you, everybody wants to work with you when your documentation is proper. Talking about documentation takes us to the second point. We want to ask ChatGPT to actually write a proper README file for us. If you go back to the same script, the same YouTube shoe size algorithm that we wrote, there is this data exploration file. And what I want to ask ChatGPT to do is to take, now we have sent it the streamlit.py file and the data, I would send the data exploration file to ChatGPT and I would just ask ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, please provide for me a README file. As you can see, I don't have a README file because I was too lazy to actually put this in the documentation. So let us give ChatGPT our file and then let's see what we get. So I need to look for these. So we have our file here. We're going to upload this. So ChatGPT, hi ChatGPT. Hi, alongside the Streamlit file above, I have this data. I have this data exploration file, Jupyter file. Please provide me a detailed readme.md file for the project, for the 2 files. So now ChatGPT is working on it. And then let's see what it comes up with. You see, this is beautiful. Gives us a very good name. And now we have a Streamlit, the components, it's printing it out, Streamlit app. Let us see what we have here. We have the Streamlit app, which is shoe size predictor app, data exploration.ipynb, what we did, the requirements for each file, installation. This is very detailed and this is fast. This is literally in one line of code. And so you might be wondering why people's work are somewhat better than yours. It's because they have an extra hand. And like I said, I don't think this is going to take our jobs. This is just something you can use to actually make your job faster. Now we have a README file, and I'm going to ask it to give me in a way that I can easily download it. Awesome. Please send me in a downloadable format. So I want to download this, and I'm asking it to give me a way to download this simply because I don't want to copy. I think I have to copy this. I have to somehow make all of this work. And now it's just waiting for us to, we just have to wait for it to analyze. And then we have our file. Okay, waiting. Do we have? Oh, that is so beautiful. So you see now it's there. I just click download, file is downloaded, and when I go to my readme file, this is how my readme file looks like. Absolutely beautiful. If I run this now, I see everything the way it was. I also see the code there. I think I can try to maybe bring this here. This is downloads, this is readme. I can copy this to display it properly, and then I can put it in YouTube 09012. Yeah, is it, and it's in shoe size, and I'm just gonna paste this here. Yeah, so yeah, I have the readme file. This is the new readme file that ChatGPT open preview. You see, this is very beautiful. This is very detailed, and this is very beautiful. And I basically just generated this with just some basic lines of code. So for example, if you have your take-home assignment, this might be a very good way to actually do a readme file. So I remember my first take-home assignment, they gave me 3 hours to actually write everything, and I want to submit a very proper document, and ChatGPT can easily generate for me a readme file. This is a very good way for you to actually make your work easier. The third thing we want to ask ChatGPT to do, or that you can use ChatGPT to do to make yourself a better data analyst or a better data scientist, is error detection. So everybody writes codes and it fails sometimes and it doesn't work. You can actually use ChatGPT to tell you, okay, where's this code failing? What should I be doing right? So let us try to come up with an error that ChatGPT should be able to solve. We're going to go back to our streamlit.py file, and what we want to do there is to, let's just copy this. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put it into ChatGPT, and I'm just going to change, I'm going to ask ChatGPT, hi, is there an error? Is there an error in this script? And if there are, please fix it. So let us now just change something. So for example, I'm going to change this to NP. Important it's just simple errors, and I'm going to from streamlit to GT, for example. Instead of using the pico.load, I'm going to use pico.dump, and then let us see what then happens. And maybe let's see, what can we change again? Okay, for example, instead of loaded model.predict, we're going to use the train. Oops, is it done? No. Okay, why does it go away? .train. And yeah, that should be enough. Let's run this. Let's see if ChatGPT is able to detect what the problem is. Okay, there are several errors in the provided script. First, incorrect library aliases, wrong function used to load the model, streamlit alias is wrong, model prediction method, instead of using train, instead of predict, we use train, and basically gives us the right one. So you write a script, maybe a very long script, and you've been writing. I expect that you are running in between anyways, but just in case, you see, ChatGPT can also help you to detect errors. So instead of spending a lot of time trying to copy this into your browser and trying to look for where the error is in your code, or trying to run it little by little, or trying to put some print statements like an ACI method, you can basically just load your script into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, please correct this for me, and then you see this is correct. So this is one way we can also use ChatGPT. You can also use ChatGPT to actually make yourself a better data analyst. Your work is faster, your thinking process is not without struggle, and you are doing your job in a very clean and a better way. Now, let us make it a step further. Aside from cleaning codes and writing documentations, one thing that you find that you need to do oftentimes if you're trying to build a model is descriptive analysis. Let us ask ChatGPT to actually do some basic descriptive analysis for us. I think you should be able to do that. Yeah, let's see. So I'm going to load in data now. And this is a data that I got from a project that I worked on some time ago, like a take-home assignment actually. And I'm just going to ask ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, could you please do some descriptive analysis for me? So let us load in our data. Hi ChatGPT. Hi ChatGPT. Could you do a detailed descriptive analysis of the data set attached? Please indicate missing values, because that's very important, errors, and important things to note. Let's see how far ChatGPT can think. So we are going to do a detailed descriptive analysis of our data set, and then let's see how much ChatGPT can understand this, because this is important if you're trying to like do a take-home assignment. Usually you have to do all of this. You have to understand the data set first of all before trying to do anything with it. So this is the first step that I always recommend my students to do. First of all, take the data, understand the data. Don't just jump into conclusion and try to build models where you don't even understand the data. So let us see what ChatGPT can come up with in understanding the data and how much it knows about the missing values and the like. So good. A summary is now available of all of the columns we have in the data set, article ID, price. So just to give you an overview, this data set is a data set of cars, and I think it's a car selling company. They sell cars online, and so it's somehow related to advertisements and cars basically. So nice. So it gives us some important observations and errors, and I like to read this. You see, it says the first registration year has values extending into the future. And so these are already like very important things that your take-home assignment, for example, you'll be expected to actually figure out, to see, but then within seconds you can actually already see that the first registration year has values extending into the future. So that means that's not possible. The stock days column has negative values, which may need investigation. A stock day should logically be non-negative. The data set includes a broad range of make names, including less common manufacturers. Maybe that's not so serious. Missing values in search views, detail views, which is a column, and CTR suggests incomplete records for some listings. So let's say you have a take-home assignment and you have this guy as help, ChatGPT as help. Your work will be faster because you don't have to spend so much time trying to figure out these potential errors, but then do some more interesting things and probably do more than other people. That's a tip there. So CTR and the like. So let's ask ChatGPT. Thank you. Awesome. Could you make some visualizations? Make some visualizations of the data. So we have some basic information about the columns, the data types. Most of the columns have appropriate data types like integer or float. Created date and deleted date is also there. CTR is like the click-through rate, so it's an advertisement about cars, and then when you click that CTR, they can calculate the CTR from there. So CTR also has 24 missing values. Set views and detail views have 10 missing values. This is already very good for you because you're starting at a very good pedestal because of ChatGPT. So now let's make some visualizations, which is the basic things you'll be expected to do. You first of all do a descriptive, you see the visualization. You might even ask ChatGPT to even give you a summary of all of the columns. So let's say, tell me the mean, median, mode. Wow, our visualizations are ready now. So you see the frequency compared to the price, and then you see also the top car mix, the average search distribution, and visualizations based on the product here, premium plus basic, also nice. Let's ask ChatGPT, can you please do please do a summary of each column. Summary of each column. So this is also nice. So this is good. We see product here, basic. So you basically have an overview within few seconds without even writing any line of code. You already have an overview of your data set. I know there are libraries that also help you to do this, and basically put them in, and the library basically just does the basic ones for you. But I think with this one, you probably have it's a little bit one step ahead of things. So you see numeric columns. You have for example, the price ranges from 1 to 249,888. Already you see that it's not possible for a car to be 1, so you already know what to drop in your data set. If you're doing like a take-home assignment, or if you are even at your workplace and you get data like this, you already have an idea of, okay, but how does it look like? 15 million with a mean of 15,000, first zip code 129, first registration year 1924 to 2106, set views, CTR, non-numeric views, product here, make name, created date and deleted date. And this is a basic summary that gives you very detailed insight. And then now if you want to start working on,
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate, every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help, I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help.
That gets your model accuracy even better. So this might be a good idea to actually even use something like this. So feature selection, do some correlation analysis, basic things that you should do, decision tree or random forest, or use gradient boosted machines or XGBoost. If you check my GitHub, you see like a library for trees which is a class I teach here in the data science bootcamp. So you see me using gradient boosted trees. If you want me to make a video about that, also drop a comment in this video and we will talk about it. So model training, model evaluation. I think this gives you a very good outline of what you can do. If you're just starting out in data science, this might even just give you an idea of what to explore. If you're already experienced and you build your model and you want to improve accuracy and you don't have ideas, this might also even point you to the right way to go. So this I would say for machine, something I just asked in the last, I don't know, 2-3 minutes. This is really good. This is really good, I would say. So the next thing we want to ask at ChatGPT, we've used ChatGPT ChatGPT to do 5 things now. The last one I want to do is something a bit away from Python. We've asked ChatGPT to correct our Python code, to generate a README file. But let's say that we want to ask ChatGPT to actually write an SQL query for us. How does that look like? So we're going to write an SQL query. And I basically wrote an SQL query somewhere, and I'm just going to put that in here. So, hey ChatGPT, what I want to do now, I want to ask ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, assume that we have a sales database with all sales record in the table, with the computer ID, article ID, revenue, store location. I want you to write an SQL query from the, not the sales, from the customer table, or sales table, sales rather. We can also leave it as customer table, calculating the total sales today on one column, total sales previous month to date on another column, count of new customers this month, and count of all returning customers. This is a little bit complex. I mean, it's not so complex if you know how to write SQL queries, but it's not just a select star from this query. And I want to see how ChatGPT comes up with the idea. So to achieve the desired outcome, we need to write an SQL query that performs several calculations based on the sales table, assuming the table name is sales rather than customers, since we are dealing with sales data. Okay, I think I was right to correct that. So now you see what ChatGPT does. First of all, calculates the monthly sales, customer ID, minimum sale. I would, sincerely speaking, not follow this hook, line, and sinker. If I was to be writing this, I would do it myself. And then I would usually one thing I try to do with my SQL queries to see if I can write my codes in a very simpler way, in a more robust way. If I write that, I probably will compare the result with this and see if my result is a little bit more robust, or get an idea from this. I will not copy this hook, line, and sinker disclaimer. So just so you know, I would just compare this with what I would have done. And I also have a video where I talked about 5 tips I used to write better SQL query. I'm going to put the link here. You can check it out to just have a look. So let us see what we have here. Monthly sales, we have customer ID, the sale, calculates the minimum sale, maximum sale, the sum when the current date, then revenue, sales today, okay, calculate the sales for today, yeah, and then we calculate the sales from the previous month, sales last month to date. Okay, that's good. Date from interval 1, current date. Wow, nice. Customer status, and then at the end of the day we get the total sales previous month to this. This is quite impressive, I would say. This is quite impressive. So not only can ChatGPT help you with Python, and ChatGPT can also help you with SQL. And I think those 2 languages, if you can master them well, you most likely would be able to get a data analyst role, or be working as a data analyst. Or if you work as one, you would need to master those two together. So I would say I am pretty impressed with what it does, and I believe the fact that it can help you do your job well. But there are four things I would say you have to be careful about. The first thing is you have to be careful not to share your company data here. I will not be uploading any of my company data where I work online. Definitely no garnish. Definitely no. So you have to be careful. I will not be uploading my company data here. The second thing you have to also understand is LLMs hallucinate, and basically what that means is sometimes it will give you results that look like they're true. For example, I didn't spend so much time checking this SQL query. I don't know if that will work, but then it looks like it will work. So sometimes you need to check this. Like we said, the goal of this is not for it to replace you, it's for it to aid you. So you have to check also the results you're getting from these systems. The third thing is LLMs are good. They have generic knowledge about things, but maybe not specific domain knowledge. So you have to be careful with if you're really asking the questions about specifics, you need to be careful about what it gives you. And the last thing is sometimes the solution they present they are good, they will work, but they are not optimal. And that still brings it back to the fact that these guys are not going to take your job. They are only going to aid you to get better at what you do. So remember, this was also a test, and the goal is for you to use this to get better as a data analyst or as a data scientist. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my previous video where I analyzed 7,000 data analyst roles, and just to understand what the market looks like now. Don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be releasing more content like this. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.